Hello, Glenn. My name is Daniel, and first and foremost, I just want to say thank you to you and everyone else there at the Blaze for everything that you guys do. You have been extremely influential on my life within the past handful of years. Um, I was discharged from the Marine Corps in December 2014. I got out after 10 years and 5 tours and got out and immediately became a stay-at-home dad and a stay-at-home spouse. My daughter was born the next month in January 2015, and my fiance, she's a active duty senior chief stationed out here in Camp Pendleton, which is where I'm at now. I'm in Murrieta, California, and I'm a stay-at-home dad of an infant and a toddler, a little boy, or a little girl and a little boy with a third on the way. And I have been a stay-at-home dad, like I said, since I got out of the Marine Corps in December 14. My full-time stay-at-home dad and a college student, and currently right now I'm attending UOP, pursuing a degree in criminal justice, but I'm in the middle of transitioning schools and degree programs, which is, leads me to the question that I wanted to ask you and anyone there at the Blaze, is that do you have any guidance and advice in getting into the media realm? I don't know if you can hear that. That's one of my little kids running around back there. But when you guys were there at the Blaze, every day, my morning routine, I listen to you guys every day. GBeck morning program when you guys were still in the radio program, when you were in the Oval Office, and Pat Stu, and Jeffy and Dana. I mean, I would watch all day, every day, every day, and that was a part of my life and my morning routine for the past, handful of years. And during that time, it really made me question what my beliefs are and why I believe in them, what my principles are, and what I stand for. Because as I said, I'm a stay-at-home dad now, and my fiance, she's getting ready to retire out of the Navy after 18. She's at 18 years right now. She's got a little less than 2, and I'm going to be entering back in the workforce. And the purpose of my life now, my professional life, I've been having to, rehash that and reevaluate what I want to dedicate my life to. And as I said earlier, I'm a third-generation Marine. My fiance is a senior chief. She has a brother who's a sergeant major in the Marine Corps, and another one's a retired first sergeant in the Army. Just our entire families have dedicated our lives to service. And one thing that I realized is that doesn't end whenever you get out of the service. It continues. Your oath doesn't stop. And doing that as a civilian and protecting America and our way of life and the Constitution from all enemies, foreign and domestic, is something that is a lifelong oath. And people like yourself and Brandon Webb over at SOFREP, I made a video for him as well that asking the same questions, and others like you all who are in the culture and the media in today's world, which is extremely unpopular to have integrity and to live a certain way of integrity, with a certain boldness. There's a whole bunch of people who live a really crappy life, and have a very, very negative influence on our culture and our society as a whole. But people like you all, like I said, you guys there at the Blaze and over at SOFREP and all the other great organizations and companies that stand up for integrity, that's what I want to be a part of. That's a life I want to pursue in that world, because that's the battleground of the future. I believe that the future is going to be drastically different in the soon to near future, and people of integrity to stand up for what they believe in and do what's right for the right reasons. And I think now more so than ever, I think people who have the ability to lead and the ability to affect change and influence, and I don't mean by getting into politics or anything that is, the traditional status quo, but just to live your life at your house, at your home, at your job, and within your community the right way, and influence everything that you can in a positive way through integrity, and I believe that anyone from anywhere can grasp that concept, and that's one of the things that I really want to stand up for and really drive into the culture and into society. You have an entire generation of military personnel, of military leadership, of veterans and service members with experience and knowledge and character and integrity that exists in our culture today. And there are plenty of representation of the military and vets that are out there, but as far as the influence and the effect they have on our culture and our society is nowhere in comparison to the negative effects that so-called celebrities and politicians and athletes and these people who do not deserve the notoriety or the wealth or the influence that they possess. It's a shame what our culture and society have come to. And it's something that I really truly want to fight against. And I don't want to fight against these people or these organizations or these anything. I just want to stand for integrity and for character, for human decency. That's what I want to do. Not stand against or fight against anyone. I want to uphold anyone who freaking wants to uphold themselves and others for the right reasons. And I really, really, really would like your guidance and your influence and anything that you could possibly have to offer in regards to that. And my little daughter in here, I guess you might want to ask your question as well. But that's basically what I really want to ask you and anyone there who cared to comment on this. Because I truly believe that in today's world, in our society, and the way that we exist today is it's sad and shameful in a lot of ways. And now that I'm entering back into the workforce and having to, dedicate my life to a purpose and a cause professionally, because my cause and my purpose would be to my family more than anything. But professionally, I think that it's time to where people who are able and capable to stand up and do the right thing, instead of sitting around just waiting for somebody else to do it. Man, somebody should do this, somebody should do that, somebody should say this, or man, I wish this. It's time to actually start putting boots on the deck and doing those things. So any guidance you have, any advice, through all that rambling and all that long drawn out, soapbox, if there's anything that you could offer me in guidance and advice, I would really do appreciate it. Or I really would appreciate it, excuse me. So once again, thank you for everything that you guys do there, for all the things that you have done for me and everybody else around the country and around the world at the Blaze, and because I know how much you guys do, and I donate to you guys monthly, to you guys and OUR, and you've just been a huge influence on my life, and I want to say, and express is how appreciative I am. So once again, thank you, and any advice you guys would have to offer would be much appreciated. Thank you.